Hello, Laverne here, and thank you for joining me. May this video be a blessing to you, and may it honor and glorify God in His kingdom. This video, it is in part in response to one posted by Thunderfoot, and I'll include a link to his video. But it's going to be more a commentary on events that have transpired since he posted his video, for I think it's very telling. Now, the video itself, there are so many lies in it, and Thunderfoot has made so many claims that are actually, I would say, deplorable, that I find it amazing more atheists are not speaking out against them. Though I am happy to say that some atheists have done so, both by way of video and comment. But the number of atheists who still back him, it doesn't matter what he does. It's like he is some kind of demigod that can do no wrong. I find this it's very telling about the atheist community. Truth doesn't matter. All that matters is that he is attacking Christians. And it doesn't matter how he does it, doesn't matter if there's truth involved or not. All that matters is that he is attacking Christians. Now, I would like to look at just the title itself of his video. In the title, it makes the claim that a girl actually prays for the earthquake in Japan. And that simply is not true. It's an outright lie, a total fabrication. If you watch the video clip that he uses in his video, and if you had the opportunity to watch the video of the woman in its entirety, you would see that she doesn't pray for any bad thing to happen. Nothing whatsoever. She claims in her video that she and some of her friends were praying that God would open the eyes of atheists. And then, according to her, a couple of days later, God answered her prayers with the tsunami and the earthquake in Japan. But she doesn't say that she was praying for disaster. She says that that is how God answered her prayers. Very big difference. Huge difference. In fact, they're nowhere even near similar. There's a big difference in saying that God caused something to happen and that you prayed for that particular thing to happen. But Thunderfoot doesn't care about the truth. Thunderfoot doesn't care. I mean, he is willing to cross the line in order to drive home his point that he believes religion is evil. In particular, Christianity is evil. Then he uses a clip of two pastors. And the one makes a statement along the lines that if America continues the way it is, that God will eventually turn his back and take off his hands of protection. And then bad things are going to happen. But again, this is very different from actually praying for bad things to happen. It is a very big difference. But to Thunderfoot, it doesn't matter. How he can draw this conclusion that in saying that God will allow things to happen or he will cause things to happen, how this somehow relates into actually praying that catastrophes happen, that Christians are doing this, it's so far from the truth. It's absolutely amazing that more atheists are not speaking out against them. Now, the next point I'd like to make is that Thunderfoot actually says it's irrelevant. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that the woman that he shows the clip of, that she actually might be an atheist. It doesn't matter that she might be an atheist poking fun at Christianity and that the video is a parody. According to Thunderfoot, that's not relevant. He says that because there are atheists making fun of Christians like this, that if this is the case, then it just goes to show that there are actually Christians to make fun of. In other words, that if someone is making a parody of Christians and they are doing it in such a way as what we see in the video of the woman, the fact that she makes this video and it's difficult to tell whether or not it's an actual Christian or a parody, then according to Thunderfoot, this just goes to show how corrupt Christianity is. And I can't state this harsh enough. that this is false, that Thunderfoot is full of BS, that it certainly is relevant. What's relevant is that Thunderfoot could not find actual Christians stating that what happened in Japan was deserving. Because he couldn't find a high-ranking Christian stating the kind of things that we heard about Haiti, then he had to resort to a parody channel. He had to resort to an atheist pretending to be a Christian to drive home his point. Now think about this. No Christian said the thing that Thunderfoot was hoping he could find Christians saying. And since he couldn't find an actual Christian saying it, he resorted to an atheist saying it in the guise of a Christian. Now, if you have any doubt as to whether or not this woman was an atheist, if you have any doubt that it was actually a parody, I would ask you to Google the church that she claims to have belonged to. The church is Landover Baptist Church. Google it, and what you will find out is that it is, in fact, a fictitious church. It's on Wikipedia, and there's other sites as well that explain this. So it's used by atheists as a name, as a church, when they are making parodies, when they are making these kinds of videos, poking fun at Christians. Another atheist that does this, has a channel that is made up of parodies, poking fun at Christians, is Edward Current. Now, I don't know if he actually claims he belongs to any particular church, but he does make these videos where he is pretending to be a Christian and pokes fun at Christians and their ideas, theologies, and so on. And that's exactly what this woman was doing. But according to Thunderfoot, it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. Whether it's an atheist pretending to be a Christian, poking fun at Christians, it doesn't matter. The fact is that according to him, there might be Christians somewhere actually saying this kind of thing. Now I'd like to look at the reaction of atheists as a community, how they reacted to Thunderfoot's video. Some understood that it was a parody, and they have made videos denouncing Thunderfoot for his video. Others continue to pat Thunderfoot on the back, and still many others have attacked this woman. In fact, many were dropping her docs. If you had the opportunity to read the comments on her video, and to read you can still read the comments on Thunderfoot's video, but what you will find is that people were dropping her docs. On her video, it was about every 8 or 10 comments or so, at least at one point when I was reading them, somebody was dropping her docs. They simply copied from someone else, and then they would leave a comment with her docs, including her full address, her phone number, and even someone who was living with her. So this was done to strike fear into the heart of this woman. And it's done in the hopes of causing her to take down her video and possibly her channel. And that's exactly what has happened. She's been forced to take down her channel. Now, this was atheists who thought they were attacking an actual Christian. And they thought it was okay to drop the docs because this woman claimed that Japan got what it deserved, that this was God trying to wake them up. And so atheists thought it's okay to leave these kinds of docs in the hopes that someone would act on them, in the hopes that it will force her to close her channel, and with the full knowledge that someone actually might cause property damage to her car or home, but also might actually cause physical damage to her. But these atheists didn't care. They don't care. And this shows just how immoral the atheist community is as a whole. And I haven't seen very many people speaking out against the dropping of these docs. It's acceptable. Oh, it's atheists attacking a Christian. Well, good. So be it. You know, not enough atheists do this. Yeehaw, go atheists. This is deplorable. And for those atheists who are continuously making this claim that they are somehow morally superior to people of faith, this is just evidence of the contrary. So just to recap, to look at this all in a whole, what we have is an atheist who took what was going on in Japan, thousands of people killed, and they decided to make fun of it, to make a entertaining video of a parody of Christians who were saying that they deserved it. So we have an atheist making a video claiming that as a Christian they believe that Japan deserved this. Then we have Thunderfoot taking a clip from that video, using it to try and drive home the point on how evil Christianity is. And he says it doesn't matter that the clip he's using is possibly a parody. That's irrelevant. Then we have atheists who believe that it was an actual Christian, and they attack her and they think it's okay to drop her dogs. And they just railed against her. I mean, taking a look at this evidence, it just shines this light on atheism that it is morally bankrupt. As much as they want to believe that they are somehow superior in morality when it compared to Christians and people of faith, it's actually a bombshell when we look at everything that's taken place here. It also shows how character-wise that Thunderfoot himself, that he is morally bankrupt, that he is willing to tell these lies, he is willing to distort the information. And when you have it so easily available to discern that this actually was a parody of this woman, that she was poking fun at Christianity. I mean, Thunderfoot doesn't seem to be able to actually know the difference. He couldn't tell. This is what he's stating in his video. I mean, if he couldn't tell, what else can't he discern? When it comes to more complicated matters, such as that in the scientific realm, the scientific field that he makes so many videos of, if he can't tell the difference with, in a case like this and do a little bit of research and see that it actually was, and then to state that, okay, I know this is an actual atheist making a parody video, but it doesn't matter. No, he doesn't do that. And if he is unable to tell the difference here, and I've talked about this in other videos of his where he can't discern anything in Scripture, he is constantly taking things out of context. And if he is so willing to lie about matters like this that we can so easily see ourselves, then what else is he lying about in his videos where he is talking about scientific matters that we, as the average person, have so little knowledge of? If he has been fooling so many people with a video like this, how many others is he fooling with false so-called facts and lies in his scientific videos? This is the guy who's the poster child for atheism. At least he likes to think so. He has put himself on a pedestal, putting himself in a clique with a select few atheists, believing that he is part and parcel of this clique, that he is above other atheists. He's actually asking money, e-begging people for money, believing that he is doing the atheist community such a huge favor that we should be atheists should be sending him money. Even in this video, this one that I'm responding to, he makes the claim, or he makes the statement that he doesn't usually respond to smaller channels. But he's using this woman and her clip. But he doesn't usually respond to smaller channels. I mean, he's tried to put himself up on a pedestal, believing that he is above and beyond the average person. And it just goes to show this, whether you want to call it a Napoleon complex or his narcissistic personality, it just goes to show that he is not a person to be believed or to follow. So atheists, wake up. Alright, as always, I look forward to comments and messages. Till next time, peace and blessings.